Growth hacking. This is important if you want to focus on growth. This is key for startups that want to actually reach a wider audience, but not just only for them. Make sure that you define what are the strategies that you will have to follow in order to actually reach to a wider audience that you have at this point. MVP, a minimum viable product. Make sure that you start with a small product that actually will bring value to your customers and that it will be engaging enough for them. You will later on be having the time to actually grow the product and actually answer more wider needs from your customers and give them even a better experience. Metrics are going to be quantitative measures that are going to help you understand the healthiness, the traction, the engagement of your products and how your users are using it. KPIs, key performance indicators. This will help you understand if you are going to be successful or not with your product. These key success indicators are actually going to help you to identify those very important targets that you have to have in order to make sure that you are achieving your goals as a product. And in a nutshell, typically these are going to be metrics with specific goals. So for example, growing the number of monthly active users for your products. Product market fit. Make sure that there is a strong demand for your product and that your product actually answers a strong market need. Data-driven, because you trust data and you want to make decisions based on the data that you have available. Data-informed, well, you are not always going to have all the information that you want, you are not going to have always the data that you need. So take all the data that you have and try to build the best strategies and the best ideas around those data that you have. OKR, objectives and key results. These are actually going to be the objectives that you want to set for your company, for your people, and what are the measurable key results that you actually want to track in order to achieve them. Frameworks, because, well, we all like to be organized and we all like to have processes to be able to follow and make sure that we reach our goals. Processes are important because they define the way that you work. And when people actually learn to follow a specific process, they will always behave in the same way. So it's going to be the default way of your people for working. PRD, Product Requirements Document, describes what your product is going to do and who is it for. It's just your guidelines for your product. Pivot. So we all make some wrong decisions at some point during our lives. This can affect our product, it can affect some idea or feature that we have actually implemented for our users. Pivoting is going to help you to change directions and adapt to a new situation and try to find the better answer for the needs that your customers have. MVP, a minimum viable product. Make sure that you start with a small product that actually will bring value to your customers and that it will be engaging enough for them. You will later on be having the time to actually grow the product and actually answer more wider needs from your customers and give them even a better experience. Vision. What is actually the goal for you as a product, as a company, as a business? What do you want to achieve? How are you making the world a better place? And what is the problem that actually you are solving for those users? This is going to help everybody within your company and outside your company to understand what are your goals as a company. Strategy. So your actually vision is very nice and it's very interesting. Without any strategy, is pretty much worthless. A strategy is going to define the road for you to be able to achieve that vision. UX, user experience, because it's very important to make sure that your users actually love and find your products really enjoyable. Cross-functional, you're actually not alone building this. You have to work with other people. The more you can collaborate and the more you can work with all those other people in all those different teams together as a virtual team is going to help you much more to achieve the goals that you have as a business. Value proposition. What is the benefit that you are actually promising and delivering to your customers? Problem and solution. Any product is going to be built around some problem or user need. This problem or need has to be wide enough in the market so it affects enough customers that it's going to be beneficial for you to solve. And your product is going to bring a solution for that problem. And the key word here is that it's a solution. Remember, there's going to be many solutions and those are going to be your potential competitors in the market. Machine learning and artificial intelligence. We all love to hear about these words and we all love to think that we are going to be soon there. The reality is that this is a really long journey in general, and that is going to require that you are a very focused and data-driven company. Once you are there, then you are going to be able to build these solutions that are going to help you understand how your users are working and interacting with your products, and it will allow you to start introducing things like simple recommendations or actually predictive behavior from your users. User personas. Well, your product is going to serve different types of people. User personas are going to define who are these type of people, and is always remember to pay attention to who are they, and remember also to niche down. Don't try to tackle too many user personas with the same product, because in reality you're diluting the value of your product. Niche down. Try to not to tackle everything that you can or everything that you could ever think about, and try to focus on the things that you're doing. So you make sure that you build them well, that you build the proper solutions for your users, and then on the future you can actually think about growing those solutions and tackle potentially other type of customers or other types of industries. Roadmap is going to be the road that you have to follow in order to implement your strategy and actually achieve your vision. Why? Everything starts with a reason, so make sure that the reason that you are taking is inspiring and that you can explain that inspirational vision or that inspirational why to your team, so all of you understand it and actually think that this is the best that you can do for your customers. So that was the list of 25 buzzwords for product managers. Are buzzwords important? Well, you can decide that for yourself, but it's important to understand their meaning, and some of them are going to be very important for you and for the success of your products. And yes, if you are a product manager or if you are somebody that wants to get into product management, these are words that people and recruiters are going to look for in your CV. So pay attention to them and how you are using them, and also understand the words that you are using. This was a little bit of a different format of video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Remember, stay safe.